Hi, welcome to Paige's Crafty Creations. Thanks for taking time out of your day to hang out, chit chat, craft, and create with me to come on with Deck the Year 2025. And it is our third year doing this, Deck the Year. And these are some of the things that I created. This was last week's. And I want to say thank you. Everybody gave me so many compliments on the background. A lot of people thought it was coffee dyed, so I'm very happy with that. So thank you so much. Oh, I didn't even show you that one. I just popped it right in. So Deck the Year is altering a time card or an index card of any size or a standard playing card. So these are a couple of the time cards that I've done, and then a couple of the playing cards that I've done. These were 2 separate weeks, but I needed to catch up, so I put them together. This, I think, was my first one. And that was an index card, and I did do the back on that one as well. I really love doing the inking. It's one of my favorite things to use in my mixed media. So we are on, I think, week 14 now. I think it's week 14. So what I did is I gathered some supplies, some really pretty fibrous papers, and I already forgot, eco-dyed paper. I almost forgot. This one's eco-dyed paper. I got both of these in those packages from Dollar Tree, the little paper packs. They have a lot of these in them. And I went ahead and printed off one of my jelly plate designs. I have a digital for this, so if you're interested in the whole 8.5 by 11 of this, let me know and I can send it to you. My email is in the about information on my homepage here on YouTube. And then this is just, I cut it down a little bit, shrunk it so that I could have it for this card. I'm going to go ahead and cut this part out, and then we'll save that white paper for later. Save these for later. And I thought it would be fun to use some forest foliage, and we're going to use some paint today with our mixed media. This is Asteroid. It is a color shift paint, and I thought it'd be fun to try the Dragonfly glaze again. This one's a different color, but I thought it would be pretty on there. And I have glitter everywhere apparently. And I have a couple of things I thought it would be cute to add. So there's this stamp here, and then I couldn't think of which one of these two I wanted to use, Love or Have a Good Day. So what I do is I stamp them out, and I stamp on the little envelope, and then I have them, I can go through and see what I want. So let's get our card down. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue on the line side. I think that will look cute. And let's see, I'm going to use my grid here to help me along. I think that will look good. So I think that will look good. And I'm just using my fingers to move that glue around. And then I'll grab my little bone folder or paper creaser, whatever you like to call it. When I was introduced to them, they were considered bone folders. Then we're just going to use our scissors, and we're going to cut out around the index card here, just like that. And now I have some papers for later on for one of my master boards. Oh, and it looks so pretty on here, doesn't it? So I'm going to leave this side looking gorgeous like that, and we're going to flip to this side for now because I want to use some of these eco dyes, and I am going to just trim a little bit. I really wanted that piece right there. And with the eco dye, you can rip them. They're a little tricky because they're so filled with fibers, and that's what I want, is the fibers to show. So I cut that out just to make it a little bit easier to get those fibers, because I really think the fibers are really beautiful. And it's one of my favorite parts of this paper is you get those gorgeous strings. Really beautiful. Can be tricky though, so you want to use your thumb as a guide and your other thumb as a guide. Or some kind of finger or marker or something to act as your guide. That is gorgeous. So I thought about putting it on this side, but I have a lot going on with this jelly print. I mean, I could put it there, and that would look cute on there, right? But I want my jelly plate print here just to be itself. Maybe, I don't know. I'm thinking yes, let's put it there. Let's put that there, and let's add a little bit of the green. So I'm just gonna rip a little piece of that green off. And what do I want? Do I want it here? Like that? Yeah, I think I do. I think I like that. I think that looks pretty. With all that plate behind it. That looks quite pretty. So I'm going to put this back on because we're not going to use this glue. We're going to use some Mod Podge. We can get the cover back on there. So we're going to use some Mod Podge. And we're just going to put it right like that. And make sure I get enough going this way because we want that to be on there. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. And I take my, just to get those edges down, because I want to do a few other steps before I get going on that. Just a few other steps before we seal the whole thing with the Mod Podge. There we go. And I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm just going to take that Mod Podge and we're going to go right over the ends. Just like that. So I'm going to give that just a moment to dry. Just a moment. Then I have a sponge, and I really want to use this paint. It's a little bit that I have left, so I thought it would be great to add to it. And you don't have to be afraid to use paint on your paper. Oh, it's such a pretty color. So this is one of those little $5 kits from Michaels that they have them in. Just a little one. Oh, that paint is gorgeous. So I'm going to go right over my edges here. That's why I wanted to get just a little bit down. Right over those edges. Oh, look how pretty that looks. And let's go up here. We'll do the edges around here as well. And I just want to get all my edging. Let's do it this way. Might make it a little bit easier. A little bit tad easier. Getting that, pounce it around a little bit better this way. And it gives a really beautiful edge to it. Get that nice little spongy technique. Look how pretty that is. That gorgeous sponging. So you don't always have to use ink. And I'll probably take another index card when I go to use this for the background. How pretty is that? Love that. Okay, so I'm going to set these aside because we are all set with that. So pretty. We're all set with the paint. Mod Podge is going to be at the end, but I want to use a little bit of this glaze first. It's the right one. I have one more. I think I want the other one. This one I think has the green in it. Yeah, this is the one I want, not this one. This is the one I wanted. This one is 44385. Green, gold, and red shift. That is the one I wanted. And we may not need the Mod Podge. I'm just going to put it right onto the card. And we're going to need that paper again. And this is going to add such a beautiful look to this card. I'm not going to use the Mod Podge. I'm going to use my Dragonfly Glaze to cover this card. So it will work like a Mod Podge. Oh, it's going to be so pretty and sparkly. Oh, wait till you see the sparkle we got. Definitely going to have to, when it dries, going to have to do the index card on the back. But can you see that sparkle? The shifting of those colors? That is so pretty. And I think it's going to have a reaction as well. Oh yeah, look at that reaction. Let me turn this light off here. Can we see? Oh, look at that reaction. It's picking up the glaze on there. Oh, it's so pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, while that's drying, I love it. Let's decide on what we're going to do for... Oh, I wanted to use one of these, so we're going to take one of these out because I just thought that was really pretty. Put it back in the box so I don't lose my place with it. And let's choose. I'm not sure if I want to use the word love. Do I want to use the word love? I don't know. I think the other one is going to be the one I want to go with. The Have a Good Day. I think this one's going to be better. I think I like the Have a Good Day. So let's go ahead and remove all that excess off of it. Oh, that's going to be much prettier. And let's remove our excess off of this one as well. Because I want a little bit of this tag too. Get that extra there. Just a little bit off on my cutting. There we go. Now, sometimes I like to rough up the edges on these. And you can do that with your fingernails if you have them long, lovely ladies. But sometimes we don't. So we can take our scissors and run it through there. Be careful. Just do the paper. You don't want to do your fingers. So just hold it there and you're going to get that really pretty roughed up edge look. Just by taking it right through there. You don't want to close it on it. You want to just hold your scissors open and just drag it through. And you're going to get that really beautiful distressed look. You can see it ripping a little bit right there. It's going to give that gorgeous look. And then when we ink it up with our forest foliage here, it's going to really pop out more with that forest foliage. And it has that beautiful color on the bottom there with that black. But you can see it really start to pop with that color. Adding it on there. And I just want to blend a little bit. I want just a little bit of white showing. Not a lot because it's going to pop too much off of there. And we don't want that. Let's take our glue. And I'm going to eyeball it there. So I got that gorgeousness there. Let's put it over here, but we'll have it pop just a little bit on the side there. So we'll end up cutting that off right by our eco dyed paper there. And then I'm not gonna fussy up this one too much. I just want to, I know there's a thing here. Can never remember how to get these babies done. So this one I don't want to mess up too much. I kind of want to keep it a little bit white so it pops a little bit more. Just like that. And then I want to come in with a little bit more green on this. That center there. Didn't want all that white on there. So we'll take our glue. And I think what I want to do is I want to have it, I think I want to have it over here. Where do I want to put it? Well, it fell right there, so that's where it's going. That's where it wants to be. Let's remove those excess off of here, but keep those fibers. And there is my altered index for this week. I have a little bit of puffin right here, but that's okay. I like that look. I think it's really beautiful. Really pretty. So there's a lot of channels taking part in this open collaboration. And I just want to say thank you to all of them. I will link them down below. And if you would like to join in, please let me know in the comments down below that you're going to join in if you're new. You can post anytime you would like. And tag myself so that I can add you to the list of all the collaborators that are taking part in this. And you don't have to do each week. You can do it whenever you would like, and it doesn't have to be on Thursdays either. Thank y'all for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.